this is Regitze Simonsen. Today I want to talk about a little bit what is veganism. That's a very broad topic, but for people who are not vegans, there's so much confusion about it. So let me just go over it really fast, pretty broad though. So first of all, veganism is people who don't eat anything that comes from animals. There's also vegetarians, that is people who don't eat meat. But vegans, they don't eat anything that comes from animals. So that includes then dairy products like yogurt, milk, butter, etc. Any kind of dairy product, or also eggs or fish. And then there's honey. Honey is made by bees, so vegans don't eat that. Well, there's many combinations of vegans. There's some people who eat, who call themselves vegetarian, and they eat fish. Then it's a pescatarian. I have another video over the different kinds of vegetarianism. So there's many different combinations, and some people they eat meat on some days and then not on other days. So I mean, you can combine it as you want, but there's some very important benefits of being vegan, not just for yourself and your family, and of course for the animals, but also for the environment. So there's many good reasons to be vegan. So let me go over it really fast. So for vegans, for most vegans, or I don't know if it's most, but for me, being vegan is, and I've been vegan for over 25 years. It's really about avoiding animal cruelty, because most people are not even aware how much cruelty the animals are being exposed to in the production industry, and I don't think that we should contribute to that. Especially not when it's not necessary, because eating meat is not necessary. Actually, it's very harmful for your health. I'm a nurse, registered nurse, bachelor degree in nursing, and I've been studying nutrition for several years now. Not that being a nurse actually provided me any kind of information about nutrition. What we learned in nursing school was completely wrong. So it's what I've learned myself by studying myself, because also what doctors learn in their studies is not, they don't learn anything about nutrition. It's only if they want to learn about it after they have finished their studies, or if they do it in their free time. So don't trust anything that the doctors or nurses are saying. It's only if they are really interested in it and have studied it themselves. Even a lot of dietitians have got it completely wrong, sadly. So it is very, very confusing. I can understand that people are very confused about this topic. But anyway, let's go back to it. So vegans are people who don't mostly do it for ethical reasons, so they don't want to contribute to any kind of animal exploitation and cruelty. But there's also other very important reasons, like the environmental impact. Animal agriculture is the leading cause of deforestation, greenhouse gas emission, and water pollution. So by being vegan, that's the best thing you can do for the environment. I often hear people talking about, oh, they save on their water, they turn off the water when they're brushing their teeth, or they don't use a plastic bag and stuff like that. And things like that is just a drop in the ocean compared to if you would stop eating meat. Not eating meat has the biggest impact on the environment of anything you can do. So if you're worried about the environment, then going vegan is a really, really good option. It's very, very good for the environment. And then there's of course the health benefits. Some vegans are vegan because of health benefits, and that's also a very, very good reason. Because meat and all the animal products, meat, dairy, egg, and fish, they have shown in studies, many studies that are unfortunately being held back by the animal agriculture industry. But they have shown that they cause many diseases like heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer, type 2 diabetes, and arthritis, and many diseases. So going vegan is the best thing you can do for your health also. If you're doing it right, there's also unhealthy vegan food like sugar, candy, French fries, beer, and those things are also vegan. So you can be unhealthy vegan too. So you don't have to think that if you go vegan that you're completely deprived of everything. So if you're going vegan for ethical reasons or for the environmental, but you still want to sometimes eat unhealthy food, then you can still do that. There's plenty of unhealthy vegan food also. So go ahead and do that. I think it's okay to enjoy unhealthy food sometimes. I'm mostly eating a whole food plant-based diet, which is the healthiest diet you can eat, but not always. I also sometimes go crazy with the sweets and cakes and stuff like that. But I always watch out there's no animal products in it, because I don't want to support the animal cruelty industry, like I call it. And then let's go over some myth busting. How do vegans get their protein? Actually, protein, people think usually of meat as protein, but protein contains of amino acids, and all the animals, the meat that people eat, all that meat comes from amino acids. And funny enough, most of the animals that people eat, they are vegetarian. So like cows and pigs and chicken, they are vegetarian, and they get their protein from plants because amino acids come from plants. And that's where people also get their amino acids and their proteins from plants. There's lots of protein or amino acids in plants. So it's actually a lot healthier to get your amino acids from plants. Because too much protein is also harmful for your body. It's together with all the other things that meat contains, like too much fat and cholesterol, and it contains antibiotics and pollution. All that is contained in meat also, and pesticides and stuff like that, because the animals being fed so poorly. And also being fed a lot of antibiotics. So you get lots of protein from plants, and there's nothing with you have to combine different foods. Years ago, people thought that to get the right kind of amino acids, they had to combine the different foods together, different plant foods together, but that has been completely busted, that myth. It's not necessary. You can just eat without thinking about what to combine. I don't measure anything in my food. I don't combine anything specifically. I don't count any calories or proteins or do anything. I just eat what I want and what I feel like, as long as it's vegan. That's for ethical reasons. So you don't have to count anything or do anything to get your nutrients covered. And in fact, you will get much more nutrients and vitamins and antioxidants. You get much more antioxidants when you follow a vegan diet, and that's also why you stay much more healthy. So that is a little bit about veganism. If you have any questions, please comment below. I'll be happy to answer them. And please share this video with friends and family. And please subscribe, click the little notification bell if you're on YouTube. That way you get notified every time we upload a new video. And take care. Bye.